Alright, guys, wow. What a main event. Man. Like, the match they had last week was really good up until the, disqualification. Like, it was so good. This one was even better because there was nobody interrupting the match. And man, did they come out there and have one hell of a match. But, start off the show. Dude, Matt Hardy's fucking crazy. Okay? He's fucking crazy. He tells Jeff Hardy to... You're just messing with him, like, you know how he does with You're Deleted and everything. And, you know, he's about to jump over that jump where he ruined their tag team title run in TNA when he broke his leg. Which they don't show any more of it. And they actually show this on their YouTube channel earlier in the day. And I was really hyped about it to see if he was actually going to do it. Because, you know, last time he broke his leg. Well, here comes Bobby Lashley to start off the show. Just ordered my Bobby Lashley t-shirt. Hyped about it, ready for it to come. But, you know, he's calling out the Moose. And, dude, I am ready for that match. Moose versus Lashley. Hell yes. But, it doesn't. Here comes Mike Bennett. Now, Mike Bennett comes out. And then here comes the Moose. And, you know, Moose is making his way down to the ring. Eddie Edwards comes flying from the back. And just a big, giant brawl. Everybody fighting everybody. It was pretty crazy. But Dixie breaks it up by saying, you know, y'all got to get ready for your main event tonight. And so that kind of clears the way for everything. But here comes Matt and Jeff. You know, Jeff Hardy's music that Matt Hardy made for him, if it would have which would have stopped at delete and would have kept going with something, I think it actually would have sounded pretty good. But they just obsolete after what he said on the Megatron. Obsolete. Come on now. It's just fucking crazy. But he has a match with Mike Bennett in the opening round of the Bound for Glory playoffs. Doesn't really go well for Jeff Hardy because he's just crazy. Because before that, they continue like the part 2 of if he's going to make that jump. Well, he goes up the first hill and he doesn't really like make it. And okay, here he goes. He's flying in the air, and when he jumps off and just flies in the air, Matt Hardy is standing right beside the jump with that weird ass face he makes, growling and shit. That was pretty funny. Well, Judge doesn't make it, obviously, and it plays into the match with, you know, injuries of how he took that hard fall. So Mike Bennett picks up a pretty easy win with the cutter. So is the cutter his new finisher? He did have the Miracle in Progress, which was like that key crusher, Fisherman's Buster type move, and now he's using the cutter a lot more, which I like it for him. It fits him because he's, I don't know, I think it really does fit him. So does the spear, but a lot of people use the spear already. But bit easy win for Mike Bennett, to be honest. He goes on to face the winner of Drew Galloway and Bram. And right after I ordered my Lashley shirt, these guys, they're going to put on Twitter, they got the new Bram shirt out, and I really liked it. I'm like, really? Come on now. But, we had another Bound for Glory playoff match with Matt Hardy stays in the ring to face James Storm. Now, oh my gosh. James Storm has the Boozer Cruiser. You know how he flies around the ring and lands right in, like, the crotch or whatever? Matt Hardy's laying down on the stairs. He runs into it, and Matt Hardy's got this face like he's smiling because of the pain. I was like, what the hell is this? Crazy. Just crazy. Like, I wanted James Storm to win this match. Because I was thinking either EC3 James Storm. I'd wanted to win this whole Bound for Glory playoffs to face, which was either be Eddie Edwards or Lashley. Like, I thought that'd be a really, really good match. After Rebby brings out a hammer and hits James Storm right in the foot, right in the leg with it, Matt Hardy comes up and hits the easy twist of fate and gets the win. So Matt Hardy moves on to face the winner of EC3 and Eli Drake. Dummy. Yeah, but he's awesome. I'm ready for the dummy button to get on Google Play. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. But we had the state of the knockouts. They were missing a few knockouts. They were missing Rebel. They signed Chelsea. Hasn't really done much with her, except for that explosion match with Jade, which was really good. And then Rico, and then Rosemary. Maybe if they had those four out there, they would have filled up the ring a little bit more. But, it ends up with Maria saying there'll be a reward if someone takes out Maria. It actually turned out to be Madison Rayne. I was a little bit surprised with that. A lot of people say she goes through a lot of face and heel turns. Well, she does actually, but I think she should stay a heel. She plays a heel really, really good. From her days with the Beautiful People, it was really always good. She's the queen. I've always liked Madison Rayne, so I think it's pretty cool that maybe we can see some new knockouts, because we've just been seeing Jade, Marty, Maria, and all them for a while. Madison Rayne can get into the fold, and maybe Chelsea, Rebel, somebody else come into the knockouts division and do something, please. I was just getting tired of seeing these same, couple of knockouts week after week after week. Maybe we can see Allie go out there, have some classic cherry bomb matches. But we had I was like, this match was the best from the Bound for Glory playoffs. EC3 and Eli Drake. EC3 starts off by saying he's gonna have a sit down chat, EC3's corner or whatever, and this dude's right on the mic. Pope said after Eli Drake's promo that he could listen to Eli Drake talk all week, like just all day or whatever. I can listen to EC3 talk all day. The dude's amazing, and so is Eli Drake. But while EC3's talking, here comes Drew Galloway, and they want to continue their fight because the only time they can face each other in the Bound for Glory playoffs is if they made in the finals. So I was actually like, okay, I actually could see this happening. Well, here comes Eli Drake, and he says, "Dummy." When I say dummy, you say yeah. The fans say yeah. When after he says dummy, yeah. And he says, "That's not for you. I was talking to myself." I was like, that's funny. He got up with that one, but the match was awesome. The best, like I said, best match out of the Bound for Glory playoffs. The best. I could see this match happening a couple months down the road, and it being a world title match. It was really good. Like if EC3 won by a roll up. Imagine giving that match like 10 more minutes and it being really, really good. Like I could see that happening. But EC3 does win with a roll-up pin. Eli Drake came out there and stepped it up. There's a couple times I thought Eli Drake could have won it. EC3 didn't even have to hit the 1%er. He hit the TK3, and Eli Drake still kicked out. But what a match. EC3 moves on to face Matt Hardy next week. We've seen these two go at it just about a lot of times so far this year and last year. They've always had a good match. But we've seen Broken Matt Hardy versus EC3, but now Broken Matt Hardy is even crazier. So Broken Matt Hardy versus EC3 now might be a good match. They had the ladder match they had last year on Destination America was their best match out of the feud, I would say. Last Man Standing match was pretty good, but I think the ladder match they had last year was their best. But then we had Drew Galloway and Bram. Wow. Him and Rosemary, is that a thing now, I guess. What the hell going on with the Decay? I don't know. Hopefully we find out more next week, but they had a pretty good match too. A lot of brawling, not much of a wrestling match. It was like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. They were headbutting the shit out of each other. It was a good match, but Drew Galloway wins with the Future Shock DDT off the top rope, which was insane. Just damn, planting him right on his head. I really, really like that. Like I said, so next week, semifinals. Matt Hardy, EC3. Mike Bennett and Drew Galloway. That's going to be probably a better match than EC3 and Matt Hardy. But next week's shaping up to be a pretty good show. So, here we go. Title versus title. I said in the beginning of this review that was a really good match. I mean, a damn good match. You know, they didn't have anybody getting in there and interfering, so it was really good. Dude, Lashley was walking up, and to start the match, here comes Eddie Edwards flying through the ropes. That was pretty awesome. So they fight back into the ring, and Lashley's just beating the shit out of Eddie Edwards, and Eddie Edwards finally comes back. Right when he did, he gets hit with a spine buster. So he's trying to fight back again. He does, and drop kicks Bobby Lashley into the steel cage a couple times, which that was cool. Eddie Edwards was trying to go up to the top of this cage. Bobby Lashley follows him up there. Hurricane run off the top of the cage, which I thought was pretty cool. And then, dude gets speared through the freaking cage. I think that was crazy. I thought that was pretty cool. Or the powerbomb. It was either one. He just got put through the cage door. Pretty awesome. Then he hits the Boston Knee Party, and Bobby Lashley kicks out. I was like, okay, it's the first one. Maybe it's another one he can win. Well, Lashley goes out and tries to get the belt. Gets hit with another Boston Knee Party, and again Lashley kicks out. And that's when I was like, wow, Eddie Edwards is not winning. I was like, that point, it was like, there's no way no one's stopping this dude. And Eddie Edwards again tries to go to the top of the cage. Again. And so he's like dangling on the top of the cage. And here comes Lashley. He just rams himself into the cage. And, Eddie Edwards kind of falls off. Here comes Lashley to the top of the cage. Superplex off the top. Eddie Edwards gets up, gets caught with a spear. Then the dude picks him up again and catches him with another spear. And there's your winner. He is double champion. Said it on Twitter before the show started. Lashley's taking home the X Division Championship. And that's just what he did. Bobby Lashley's the world champ and the X Division champ. I'm loving it. At first, I didn't know if I was going to like this because, the X Division and the world champion together. I don't know. But I think after seeing this, Bobby Lashley can have a really good match with an X Division star. Maybe, I don't know, with like a Mandrews, I don't know how that would go, but maybe, who knows? We could see this now. Oh, DJZ's got the shot next. I think that would probably be a cool match to see. But after the match, he picks up Eddie Edwards again and was about to hit the spear. But here comes EC3, then Matt Hardy, then Moose and Mike Bennett, and Galloway. Big brawl breaks out. To be honest, I didn't think I needed to see this after that cage match. I was so happy with the ending. And then they come out there with the brawl. Didn't mean it ruined the whole show, but they could have just ended with the, Lashley with both titles, and it would have been pretty cool. But EC3 comes out there, and I like EC3, so no problems with that. It was just a solid show this week. Really liked the Bound for Glory playoffs. I keep trying to say the Bound for Glory series, because that's what it was a couple years ago. I just keep trying to say it, but it's Bound for Glory playoffs. Next week, let's see what happens with the semifinals. That's going to do it here for my review. Let me know what you think of the show, your favorite match, and what do you think of Lashley with the X Division Championship and the World Title. So like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out. See you guys. I don't know. I think I got a podcast coming up soon. You should watch that.